Hey everybody, Stwida here, coming at you with another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. So the genesis of this video is kind of hilarious. I just got out of one of the worst GACs of my life. But interestingly, and perhaps testament to this video, the easiest battle by a mile was beating a full Relic 9 Lord Vader with Darkside clones and bespoke Datacron team. And so I figured, you know what? I'm not even going to post that GAC video, but I can salvage from the ashes a little piece of information here. Now, any of you who are familiar with this matchup, you might know that it's kind of so easy that I might not need to make this video about it, but some people seem to be struggling with it. And as someone who has Lord Vader in all of the Darkside clones, I can tell you exactly what to do with Leia, because I literally get beat by Leia's on defense. The AI beats my Lord Vader if the AI does it right. But even saying that, like, this isn't convoluted. This isn't difficult. This is just, you just got to know who to target and when. And it's really nothing more than that. And so before we get started, just a really high level overview. If you take nothing else from this video, take this. Kill Apo. That's it. Kill Apo. All of the damage on the Lord Vader team comes from Apo just doing damage, Apo calling Lord Vader to assist, and the summon, who also does a lot of damage, but also calls Lord Vader to assist. As soon as you kill Apo, the team's damage is completely neutered. And you'll see that in this video. And oh, by the way, all this stuff, right? They have a bespoke Datacron. It's got really good stats. It's a brand new team. They're all Relic 9 right here. None of that even matters because of just how this goes. So without further ado, let's get into it. So we're going to jump in right here, and I'm watching a video of a video just so I can kind of walk through this with you. But he dazes us. Honestly, I really don't care. We are going to cleanse Drogon by pulling the logs and targeting Drogon, because we are going to prep him for his insta-kill. Well, it's basically an insta-kill. We're going to juice up his basic, and he's going to be the one who eventually kills Apo when he gets around to his turn. It doesn't even matter that we inflict Order 66 on ourselves, because I'll save the rant for another video, but Order 66 isn't even a good debuff, quite frankly. So here we are. We pull the logs on Drogon, and he is now stealthed. Great. CX is going to do whatever. I will also say you don't need the Jin and Radis lineup for this. I just happened to bring them in to be extra safe because I knew I didn't need my Rogue One for this. And they do make it extra safe, but just trust me, you don't need them necessarily. So they're going to do their thing. They do end up going for Jin, which is nice in a lineup like this. Yeah, that's fine. R2, just do what R2 does. We have a secondary objective here, which is also get our Leia ready for ult so we can lock this away. So we're going to use the AoE, and we're going to try to put some burning up on everyone. Yep, I didn't even remember, but I knew it's what I would do. Radis, it doesn't really matter. I chose not to use his AoE because I didn't want to feed Lord Vader extra ult charge, and it wouldn't even do that much damage anyway, so I didn't want to just feed him. I'm going to club DCT here just because, honestly, this is another one. You might be like, dude, this is barely even a guide. It doesn't even matter who you club. Really, you're just doing it for the mastery and for the AoE days, which is what we landed there. So there's that. Now it's Drogon's turn. Kill Apo. Boop, Apo's gone. This is a Relic 7 Drogon. That was a Relic 9 Apo. It was one of the best modded Apos that I've ever seen, by the way. This guy was nuts. So Apo's dead. Lord Vader got his ult. It is bugged right now. We're not going to talk about why it's bugged, but he gets ult super fast. And so now he's kind of juiced up. Doesn't matter. You can see the AI is too stupid. CX almost never targets the same target 3 times. That's just how it is. Now what I'm actually going to be doing with Leia is I'm going to be targeting the tank, because when you target a tank with Leia, it calls your entire team to assist. You're going to see some of them don't because they're dazed. But More assists means more damage. More damage means that Leia is gaining more ult charge. So that's all we're doing here. We're not actually trying to kill Scorch or land a kill here. We're just trying to get a little bit more ult charge as quickly as we can. We don't have to worry about Lord Vader getting ult because, obvious reasons. Now, obvious reason is he's in ult, so he can't gain ult. Now that we're with R2, you can kind of pick if you want to stealth someone here. Normally you would stealth Jyn in this lineup because she can't be killed. But really the other thing to be thinking about the entire time that you're going up against Lord Vader is just control who you can. Drogon has a stun, R2 has a stun, Jyn has a stun. These enemies are very easy to stun. And so from this point, I would try not to stealth actually, unless it was risky, and just start stunning anyone you could stun. Again, we're going to use an AoE because we don't care about Lord Vader gaining any ult charge right now. I think I try to go for the club here. Yep, didn't land the stun. That's fine. Now Drogon's ready to go for a kill on someone. I think I try on DCT, but he doesn't quite get it here. Let's see. Yeah, he didn't quite get it. That's fine. You'll get back around to it. We call another mass assist, get some more ult charge on Leia. That's fine. Same thing, no ult charge though. Or no mass assist though, because everyone was dazed. I decide to start going for CX here because he's very squishy and he was just available. Scorch isn't going to die. And I knew I was going to try to pop DCT with Drogon later. So just keep pumping damage over there. And now, actually, I say, well, he's on death's door anyways. Let's just lock him down, get another stun from R2. And I cleansed R2 there because he had 10 dots on him. We're pulling the logs again on Drogon. We're prepping him for an insta-kill. And he's going to go for DCT the next time he can. We just kill the summon here because we can. Try to get some control over there. Now we've got ult. There's really nothing to talk about. So DCT just falls over. We start getting the ambush on Lord Vader. That's what we were doing there. I wasn't planning on killing him. Scorch is up next just because he's there and he can die. It's easy. And I mean, this is it. If you lose at this point, I would actually be impressed. I would ask you what you did to lose at this point. If we want to talk about any strategy here, Lord Vader does have a heal built into his kit. So you want to use R2's burning, which is what I'm doing right here, because with Leia, enemies who are burning cannot recover health. So that's really the main reason that I'm doing that right there. But even if he was recovering health, I mean, all it's going to do is drag it out a little bit longer, but you're not going to lose. It's so easy. So yeah, I know it was a long video. Well, not really long, but it was a video. And honestly, again, you go back to the beginning, I basically could have stopped after kill Apo. Like literally kill Apo and Lord Vader's team does no damage. Even when he gets an ult on like turn 2 or turn 3, he does no damage. The team does no damage. That's a rant for another video. But like I said, basically with Leia, pull the logs, kill Apo, and it's just done. Control the sides, slowly pick them off, snipe people with Drogon, and that's just going to be the end of it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you all next time.